Hey, your buddy Peace and Harmony here with you here again today. A good analogy of the narcissist. I'm into analogies and I'm into pictorial representation. I think this really aids in healing. And we've talked about the love bombing and discarding nature of the narcissist and psychopath, and how they lure us in. They say sweet things, sweet nothings. They dress provocatively. They say provocative things. They invite us out. They want to keep us kind of enmeshed in their supply. And, it's just a continual love bombing and discarding sort of situation. And the length of the love bombing can go on for days, weeks, months, or even years, and then the discard. So, the discard is usually preempted by them discovering or finding another source of supply, a secondary source of supply. And if you are really more in contact with them, or, in a more in-depth relationship, they might even have multiple sources of supply, relationships, sexual relationships, going on simultaneously behind your back that you're unaware of. And when you discover this, it can be very disheartening and discouraging, and cause for all sorts of disruption. And so, knowing this to be the case, I want to kind of use a really important analogy that I feel is important to understanding the nature of the narcissist or psychopath. And you might think it's funny, you might think it's strange, but it's just really, came out to me when I was on my walk. Because there's such a confusing dynamic with the narcissist or psychopath. They are so awesome in so many ways to us when we first meet them, when we first get together, when we first encounter them. They're funny in a unique way. They are generous in a unique way. They say things to us that make us put our guard down. We feel so relaxed around them. We feel in a sense of euphoria with them. We feel like we're a pea in a pod. I mean, it's just, things are just so exquisitely wonderful. We really can't see anything wrong with the relationship, and we don't realize that we're being played. Unfortunately, when it comes to an end, when we realize that we've just been really just kind of used and manipulated, there comes a sense of violation, and it can really cause one to break down and lose trust, lose self-trust, lose trust in humanity, and that needs to be built up. So one of the goals I think is very important is to really learn to sharpen your skills, hone your skills in terms of how to identify the narcissist. And also, I think very important is how to prevent a relapse, or how to prevent like a re-injury where you feel like you're still stuck thinking about them, or you're stagnating in your life because you're still afraid to move on. And I think you definitely need to go through what I would call legitimate healing, which is taking time for yourself, quiet time, meditative time, mindful time, working on things like your narcissist journal, working on things, not your narcissist journal, your narcissist recovery journal, going on your recovery date, that date once a week, that I think is very important to self-healing and nurturing of yourself, taking care of yourself in a way specifically how the narcissist or psychopath did not take care of you, so you can begin to feel and emerge whole again and feel kind of really, I would say, at peace and in harmony again, which is nothing more than really coming to a different emotional place in your life where you feel at peace, you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel stable, you feel okay with yourself, you feel whole. And this is a really important, sign that you're coming to heal, but, you're really being able to now see things clearly. And this is the whole goal of healing and of this channel. And you're going to go through different stages where, you're a beginner, an intermediate, advanced, and then really healed and able to kind of teach and instruct and help others who are still in this cycle of abuse. And one thing I think that's very important is to have a visual pictorial representation of what the narcissist is to help prevent you from going back. And if we really look and we realize that, they are going to, they were originally very alluring to us. They were originally very provocative. There's a certain flash and flare that they had about them. We sometimes want to hang on to those good times. We want to develop those good times. We don't want to do without. We don't want to let that part go. We want to, continue to create and nurture that really positive side. That's part of humanity. But, as we've discussed in understanding the narcissist, they are lacking in their personality. They have a true deficit in that area. And, as we've stated, not everyone is going to know what you know about them, but it's time, when you begin to heal, that you trust your vision, you trust what you know. And a real true sign of healing is that no matter what anyone says, you know what is true, you know what is right, and you're comfortable and you're secure in your decision. So anyway, as I mentioned, I think it's very important on the path of healing to be prepared for the love bombing, so to speak, and be prepared for either the approach of other narcissists or psychopaths in our life. Even once we've healed, they're still going to be part of life. It's stated that 1 in 25 are narcissist or psychopath. So a good degree of the population is locked up in prison, and oftentimes, you got your hardened criminals who are your psychopaths, and then your corporate narcissists. So, you've encountered this one, you've exposed this one, you're on the path to healing from this one, or maybe two. Maybe this has occurred to you several times, and now enough is enough. You are so sick of attracting these type of people in your life. You've got to change it up. You've got to do something different. There's just, you have to really learn the tools. You really have to get organized, and you have to do it this time. So one important tool, which I think is funny, I want to give you a pictorial version, or what I feel the narcissist is. And I came across this on my walk. This, oh my God, I can't even get this up. Okay. Do you see this right here? Do you see this plant? It can be found anywhere in the U.S. It can be found, anywhere along any, pathway, forest, forest preserve, wilderness, refuge area. What's very interesting about this plant is it has some very pretty purple flowers. Do you see that? Very pretty. I mean, it's a lovely purple violet. It's kind of blooming from the very tip of it. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. And this is how I like in the narcissist. This is a pictorial representation. And if you need to get a pictorial representation of the narcissist or psychopath to remind you of what they are, I would recommend it, because it'll help you from going over the same lessons again and again. So, why is this kind of a physical representation in nature of the narcissist? Because the purple flowers are what is so attractive and so beautiful about them. The narcissist is so charming, good-looking, intelligent, witty. They smack us around. They're playful sexually. They've taken us out to dinner. That's all the purple flower, okay? They have, made us feel loved. They've made us feel desirable. They've made us feel like a woman. Or if you're a guy, they've made you feel like a guy. Maybe they, if you were homosexual, they helped you open up for the first time. So you have all these positive recollections of them. Yet, when you expose them, it's the sticker, okay? That's all this really is that sticker, okay? And if you were to get this stuck in your hair, it's not going to come out, okay? They are going to be all over you, and they're going to try to hurt you with this pricky type of nature to them. I mean, very prickly, hot, hostile, especially after you expose them. One thing with the narcissist, their greatest fear, and that of the psychopath as well, is being exposed. The narcissist and the psychopath's greatest fear is being exposed for the person who they are. And they're going to want you to hide that truth. Be prepared for that, okay? They might even tell you, don't tell anybody about this, or, You know, I've had that happen to me. I've had a family member, you know, don't tell my wife about this, that, and the other thing. You know, why should it have to be on me, the burden to, you know, bear your secrets? I mean, why should you bury it within me? You know, why should I be sworn to secrecy? You know, I'm a good person. Why are you? And it's not even that, you know, one is a gossip. It's just, you know, or even, it's just a strange position that, you know, someone who's an alcoholic is going to put you in, or a narcissist or psychopath. But once you've exposed them, you know their true nature, okay? You're no longer just seeing the purple flower, which is when you're swooned by them. All you see is the purple flower. Once you expose them, it's like you can't go back. You don't want to go back in the stricker bush. Have you ever gotten stuck in a pricker bush? Scratches your leg, scratches your clothing, you can't get it out of your hair. Have you ever seen a pet animal come back with all those burrs in them? I mean, and then you're forever working, just trying to get them out. That's what, like, recovery is from the psychopath. I know it's like a strange analogy. We got to have some humor here, guys. I mean, it's funny, but, like, it is really serious, and it's very bad. For example, this pricker bush, just look what happens to my hair. Okay? Are they going to, you know, try to stay stuck on you? Okay? Oh, my God. Ugh. I mean, they are going to try to get everything... You know, they're going to try to stay stuck on you. They're going to continue to stay love bombing on you. They're going to stick to your clothes. Okay, here's like this cloth. Like, I know it's a funny analogy, but do you see what I'm saying? These guys are going to try to stick all over you. Okay? Surrender. Give it up. Don't even go near them. Don't get stuck in the burr bush of the narcissist or psychopath. It's not worth it. Don't fall for the purple flower. Be strong, hold your ground, and know your truth, and speak your truth. Peace and harmony here with you here today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please share and subscribe for more great tools, video, support, and discussion. Make it a beautiful day.